What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 288 of Opinions May Vary. I am your host, JR, and my co-host with me, Alex.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hi.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. Joining us this week is my favorite of Alex's nieces. It is our pal, Megan.
Hello.
See what I did there?
I constantly tell her she's my favorite niece, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. We're funny.
Yeah.
We're funny people.
She's wincing right now.
No, she's enjoying it.
Yeah, how often do you hear me say that? That you're my favorite niece?
I don't know.
Shrug.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, you are.
That's an honor right there. Like, reserved for just one person in the entire world.
Exactly, yeah. No one else gets to be my favorite niece.
I can't remember the last time I've seen someone so unamused by a running joke right now.
Our age is glaring.
We're going to have a good time today. Because last time you joined us, Megan, I can't even believe it. I literally thought it was about a year ago. But then I remembered that it was over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing to where our old studio was.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Can you believe that?
That was June of 2015.
What the
Episode 170. So 118 episodes ago.
Unbelievable.
I'm old.
It was like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, you are. Do you remember that? Do you remember 118 episodes ago?
Mm-hmm.
Which actually that could be also counted in weeks because we do one show a week. So
I remember we took you away from pool time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you sacrificed pool time.
also it was like for last day of school too.
Was it?
Oh yeah, that was like that was exactly like the beginning of your summer vacation.
Yeah.
Kicking
Yeah.
off with a podcast episode. That's the way to go.
Hanging out in the basement with your uncles trying to write comics. I mean, I can't think of anything better.
That sounds like a good day to me, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, what was that? 2 weeks ago, I think. Megan and I took a trip to an event.
An event.
An event.
Okay.
Well, I didn't want to call it a convention, and I didn't want to call it a show, because those things have like different meanings behind them.
It's a
Alrighty.
showvention.
There's not really like a definition of them, so event will fit.
A thing.
Yeah, it was a
Thing.
thing. It
Yeah.
was a cool thing though.
An event thing.
Yeah, an event.
What did you go to?
We went to Camp Anime for a day. That is a show put on by Matt of what?
You just said you weren't going to call it a show.
Ooh, got him.
Thanks.
Nailed
That
it.
is a. Did
Let's roll back the tape. Judges.
already getting me. This is why I keep you around. So Matt, local comic shop owner, Matt Sports Art and Comics in Enfield, Connecticut. He always had this thing about he enjoyed anime shows and what they've come to be now because he sells a lot of product there. He ships in J Candy and their weird soda with
People like
marbles
their
in them.
anime.
Yeah, and all the manga and whatnot. And but he also always loved camping. And so he found a campground to combine these two things.
Which is a real original idea, too. Like, I remember the first time I heard about Camp Anime way back in the day, I was like, wait. So, it's what? It's at a... What? It's at a campground?
Yeah.
With anime?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm down.
And he puts together these events that go on there and different panels and things. And so while you can experience, let's see, what was it? Like a traditional Japanese tea ceremony. And then you can go outside and shoot a bow and arrow. And there's like the BB gun range. And then you come inside and there will be a guy doing like a instructional teaching on pruning your bonsai tree. Yeah.
All while dressed up as
If you so choose.
a Trigun guy. That's one of the two animes that I've ever watched. So,
I didn't see any Trigun there.
That's a shame.
I
Do
did-
you think Trigun is beyond today's fandom?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's definitely like an older crowd.
We're too old now
Yeah.
for Have you ever watched Trigun, Megan? That's fair.
I did point out, I pointed out the same Inuyasha like 3 times. Because that's the, right?
Yep. In the same room.
Yeah.
Within the same hour.
There was also a statue. And I was like, that's also
Wait,
Inuyasha.
what? Oh, yeah.
'Cause
In
there
the
was a cosplayer. Yeah,
same room.
In the same.
Mhm.
But it was like, I know that one. And that's the game I was playing.
That's the one.
But there was a lot of stuff that Megan started schooling me on. right?
Like everything, probably.
Pretty like all the younger kid ones, all the newer ones.
Younger kid one.
Yeah, because it's to compare what Trigun is, and then do like what's the volleyball one?
Wait.
Do you remember?
Drawing a blank. Oh God.
Because there's like a soccer team
Haikyuu.
anime.
Haikyuu. That's what it was.
Which one's that?
Volleyball.
The volleyball, right? And we saw at least 2 cosplayers dressed up as
Bright orange hair people.
the very orange,
No,
like
and the one that got really discouraged because of the microphone
the
difficulties.
sound issues. We took a personal lesson off of that one.
Right.
I'm not really sure what the event was.
It was like a cosplay idol thing where they had to like
Yeah, it was kind of like a
dance and
cosplay idol. It was to do like a little performance, and if you chose to, you could dance or you could sing or recite some kind of skit. And some people wanted to dance or sing, and so the techs weren't there to organize the sound system. So it was like you're gonna play your phone and then like lay the microphone on top of your phone, so that the handheld mic will pick up the sound from your phone.
Right.
It sounded so awful.
And so, well,
Oh
for,
my God.
for some of the dancey dances, like that worked out fine. But then one person wanted to sing while the song was playing,
Right.
but couldn't sing into the mic that was picking up the phone.
Because it was busy picking
And-
up the phone.
Yeah, and kind of got frustrated because she got out like one note and then walked over and like slammed the microphone down and was done. Walked away. And then was like frustratingly informing her friend of what happened and how it's unprofessional.
For more than 20 minutes. They were
And-
walking through the woods and they were
And,
still.
I mean, event just that's fine. Let it go. It's okay. I'm sorry you didn't get to do your cool thing. But minutes later, our friend Leo walked in because Leo was helping volunteer for the event, and he's like, "Yeah, there should be a plug somewhere." And they spent like the next 10 minutes trying to find which plugs would work.
Right. Was
There-
the conundrum ever solved?
I don't think so. Not that I saw. But we didn't stay like a full day.
Right.
it was time for lunch and they were just like, okay, everyone out.
So the meals at this place, so it's like a YMCA camp.
Yeah.
And unlike a convention where stuff is happening all day and it's up to you to feed yourself, they're like, lunch is at noon. So you come to the cafeteria at noon to get your lunch. And that's because nothing else is happening. You're not going to miss it for something else. And what did we get? There were some sandwiches.
Subs. Strange soup that probably dyed your intestines green.
I don't know why you keep saying that. It's just a soup that was kind of green and had vegetables in
Kind
it.
of green. Okay.
Megan, soups are a lot of colors. You got to get over that.
All right.
Does clam chowder dye your intestines white?
Probably.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen my intestines after eating clam chowder, so I can't honestly say.
No.
Yeah, surprising. But there's a good offering for a decent price. But that's how all the meals go. And if you sleep through it, because breakfast is at 8 a.m.,
Oof.
then you're just hungry until noon.
Right.
But that's also like food that is getting prepared
Yeah.
for everyone who bought tickets.
Can you imagine if, like, if we're at New York Comic Con
Oh my god!
and then, like, noon hits? All right, it's lunchtime. Shut it all down.
Everyone
Head down to the food court. It's
stop
lunchtime.
drawing.
You're going to get your chicken sandwiches.
And
And
you're just in line behind celebrities too, because they got to get lunch too.
it's lunchtime. You go eat lunch.
That would be awesome. Also, the line would be ridiculous.
Well, like, yeah.
But if they're prepared for
What if
it,
they, like, set out food at all the different... I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and argue the logistics of New York Comic Con lunchtime. It just needs to happen.
But there's also, because gathering everyone that way, you'll be seeing people you haven't seen all day.
Yeah.
Because some people might hang out in the cabins, or they might be doing activities that you're not doing, or you've been doing whatever games are in the field. And so that's your point to like meet people, which is was kind of neat. We saw a grouping of Scout Regiment.
Oh my god.
What's the story?
Oh man. There was a Jean, Aaron, and Levi all sitting at one table, and a Yurio from Yuri on Ice sitting on top of the table. I think he might have sat on Levi's hand. He wasn't happy. And then there were 2 Haikyuu people. And I think there might have been a Oda back there?
Oda?
Odebeck.
Odebeck?
Mhm.
What's Odebeck?
The one that I kept screaming about that kept walking by us. All
What,
like,
Of course.
What are they from?
Yuri on Ice.
Oh, they're also Yuri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so Megan was like, they're all like doing their characters too.
Right.
But they're
No,
all
th-
sitting at the same table. And I'm
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, well, they're
stalking
friends.
from
Fine.
afar, dying.
She wanted to take a picture.
Right.
But that's
right.
not really the event where you just go up to someone and is like, hey, you're cool.
Yeah,
Can I get a picture with you?
people were just chilling in the cafeteria because when it's not food time, it's just hang out there if you want to.
Yeah.
And so she wasn't sure if it was picture time or not because they were just chilling.
Hmm.
But notice they weren't just like regular like scout regimen. She could spot which one was Jean, Aaron, and Levi.
hmm
I mean, Levi's not that hard.
I have
with the-
knowledge.
with the scarf there.
Hmm.
Yo, you know what I found out recently?
What's that?
Who voices Levi in the American Attack on Titan?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
who's that?
Mm-hmm. That's
Gonna
I already forgot his name. It's that guy.
is it Goku?
No, it's not. It's holy shit, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. It's the guy, he's from Overwatch. He voices McCree.
Oh okay,
Mhm.
Jesse something.
I can't, this is just great. Continue talking. I'm going to interrupt you guys in a second when I get it.
But notice Megan also, she was saying how Yuri's behaving like the character by sitting on the table and not just at the
On
table.
someone's hand.
Matthew Mercer. Sorry, I told you guys I was interrupting.
So it's not Jesse. McCree's name is Jesse
It's
McCree.
yeah.
Yep, okay.
But he voices Levi.
Right.
Blew my mind the
Huh.
other day. Blew my mind.
Levi's not Western cowboy at all.
Exactly. So how does he even voice it? He can't.
Right? That's how that works, Megan.
By the way, Matthew Mercer has one voice in my head apparently, and that's only. Despite the fact that like when you look at his like IMDb credits, the
Mhm.
dude has been in so much.
Hmm.
Like he voiced Fei Long in Street Fighter 4. He's the Bruce Lee guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? Right?
There's a Faye and Tekken too. I
yeah.
don't remember which one that is though.
I don't know either.
Wu Fei? No.
Let's ask Ken.
Fang. There's a Fang.
Fang.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. What else was going on? We saw you spotted which what is each person called from like the military?
What?
Do they have names?
A regiment?
Like were either just soldiers?
No,
I don't
they're part
recall.
of the scout regiment.
Yeah, but like individually, did they have something they're called? I don't remember. It's been a while.
What do you mean?
So
Yeah.
they're just like a soldier then.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
Okay. Yo, Meg spoiled something for me.
What?
Yeah.
Aha.
In what?
She mixed up what was revealed in season 1 versus season 2.
Of
Attack on Titan.
What
'Cause
was spoiled?
I haven't watched season 2 yet.
What was
she's
spoiled?
like, well, it's out, and I go, well, I wait for the English dub because
You're one of those people.
Oh man, subs, man. Come on, subs.
I'd rather hear the emotion than try to read the emotion along with yelling that I don't understand. You know?
I like subs. But because I like subs, it means I have to watch it by myself because subs and Japanese screaming doesn't bode well with the misses. And there's a lot of Japanese screaming in that show.
Whereas JR spoiled it for himself. Did I tell you about this?
I did. I was an idiot.
At the bookstore, he was reading the manga
Oh god.
and thought
I
like
thought the show was caught up to the manga.
they just come
manga.
out at the same time.
Manga. Yep.
But
Manga
the-
spoiled it for me as well.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Manga's way ahead.
then I found it and I was like, oh,
Uh huh.
let's watch this. And I spoiled it for you.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
apologizing.
So
She-
possible spoilers inbound. But
she
what got
revealed.
spoiled?
She revealed who the armored titan was.
Ooh,
And
Yeah.
and who killed Marco. It was Marco.
Right. Yeah. That too.
was that revealed?
It was in the manga.
Was it?
Yeah.
Marco's the guy with the freckles, yeah.
Yeah.
Freckle
I thought
Jesus.
he just died,
He didn't.
like
he
in
didn't
all the
just die.
chaos. Who killed?
Mm.
Well-
Spoilers. Who killed him?
So
Because so there's the thing where his gear was faulty,
Right.
and then you're like, oh well, someone tampered with his gear, and that's what made him die.
no.
Well, that's what the investigation was leading to.
Right, right.
But what actually happened was what?
Do I have permission to do spoilers? Because this relates to a bunch of characters. I'm gonna feel bad about it.
I'm gonna give you the next.
If you haven't caught up on your Attack on Titan,
Okay, in 5 seconds. Hold on. Oh, it already happened.
So skip ahead about, let's say,
30 seconds.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Okay, go.
All right. So
Are we doing 8 minutes or 30 seconds?
Guess we'll find out.
How about we do
Because
we'll do
gonna,
2 minutes. We'll do 2 minutes starting now.
What?
Skip ahead 2 minutes if you don't want Attack on Titan season 2 spoilers.
All right. All right. So,
Yeah.
Bertolt and Erwin and Annie were all on a roof because
Erwin, is that the blonde one?
eyebrows.
I know which one Bertold is.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go on. Go
Tell
on.
you what I Bertolt it. Oh God.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Erwin eyebrows. They were all talking about like, oh, we need to hide our identity because we're like the Titan shifters and stuff. But Marco happened to land on the same roof as them.
Uh-huh.
They were like, you better not snitch. He just wanted to know where they were like meeting something for dinner. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was this like a flashback scene?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
You watched it already, or read it in the manga, whichever.
There's
So-
a lot of people who can do the Titan thing. Like a lot of them.
Like a lot.
It's
So
a surprise to me.
Like a lot.
So in
I haven't finished.
okay, go on.
I haven't finished.
Go on.
So they're like, Marco, you better not snitch. Don't do it. But he was like, all right, I won't. But they felt the need to rip off his Hodium gear
Uh-huh.
and kind of screw it up
Yeah.
and then leave him defenseless on the roof as the Titan was walking towards them.
Right.
So the Titan picked him up and ate half of him
Right.
and then dropped him on the ground.
Huh.
That's why he's half the man he used to be.
Didn't want to eat the whole thing. They just
No.
Huh.
No.
maybe they got distracted.
But they watched it happen. They watched one of their colleagues die.
Well, he
Well,
would
yeah,
have
I mean,
snitched.
they want all of them to die, right?
He
And then
didn't snitch. He
But he
wasn't
might have.
going
he
to.
was gonna. He was gonna.
mm.
You know how hard it's been to not tell you who like when I found out who the Colossal and the Armor Titan were. First of all, I was kind of bummed. I was like, nah, who? Who are they?
I think I was gonna ask, but I haven't yet.
Yeah, like I was like,
I,
who?
mean, I don't want to know who the Colossal is.
Well, then don't listen to this episode because it was.
No. Is it Bertold? Is it
Oh,
Bertold?
another spoiler!
Really?
Oh, we're past 2 minutes though.
No way.
Oh, God.
I was convinced it was the dad.
Aaron's dad?
Yeah.
What's
Oh.
his name? Pisces or something? What's his name?
Who, the dad's name?
Aaron's dad. That's his name.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Aaron's
He doesn't
dad.
have a
His
name to
name's
us.
guy with a key.
Because, so we were talking about
I'm gonna find it now.
in the abridged that we're such fans of.
Yep.
There's
Have you shown that to her?
she found it herself.
Oh no shit!
She's answering right now.
I have seen it.
Do you want to rescue?
Oh my God, Mom, are you stuck underneath the house?
Don't
Turn
worry.
me around. I can't see this.
Don't worry,
I don't
kids.
have t-
It's Han.
It's Han.
Hans. Nope. Say goodbye to Mom.
See?
She knows more than me.
She's probably watched it more times than the two of us,
That's
possibly.
fair. Well, it's funny.
It's so good.
So good.
So the training scene for the
Grisha. That's who it was. Grisha.
Grisha,
That's the
the
dad.
dad's name.
Yep.
Okay.
He comes
Where they-
back in the anime or in the manga. I'm like, oh hey.
Whoop! Spoiler.
No, he doesn't come back. They reference him again. That's what I meant.
With shouldn't you be stabbing me, you orphan?
Oh
The
yeah.
training scenes. Oh, now you be the orphan with the knife,
Your turn.
right? So is it that guy? Is that
No, that's Rainer.
so
Reiner Braun.
Rainer isn't.
No, he's the other one.
He's the armored.
God, we're spoiling again.
That's why I said 8 minutes.
Should have been 8.
That's because I knew this would happen. So, and a lot more makes sense now because I feel like they knew that when they were making the abridged. Because when Rainer is like, "Oh, she can't do that to me. I'm a beast," right? Remember him saying, "I'm a beast." Do you know what Brock Lesnar's like code is?
Beast, I assume.
He's the beast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never would have picked up on that.
Yeah, he's the beast.
See, I just had I was flipping through the manga one day at work. No, it was actually on the Wikipedia page because I just finished season 1, and I was like, oh, and then obsessive me, I have to go like search the actual wiki and like read about all the people, and I'm like just wiki hopping and stuff, and I get to Reiner, and it's like Alias Armored Titan, and I was like, what are you? Furious. Yep. And then it just spiraled from there, like reading like up until, because I'm actually behind now because I don't work at a bookstore anymore. But up until then, it was going batshit. Excuse my language. It was going crazy.
If she's watched the abridged, I'm sure she's heard.
Right.
Yeah.
It was going.
I've been on the internet for a long time. No, I haven't.
There were a couple times where like I had to like flip back pages and be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Just who was that? How did that happen?
So do we
Have
know
they
who-
released who the Beast Titan is yet?
Oh, the hairy one?
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you not want to say?
We'll talk about that later
All right.
because I've been super curious about him ever since he showed up because he can talk.
Ooh, I don't know that.
Yeah. And he like tortures a guy.
Yikes.
He like grabs a guy and he's like, "Hey, tell me what I need to know." Like as a giant Beast Titan.
Right.
And the guy's like, he like freezes up and he's like, "Oh, I thought you could talk. I thought we were gonna talk." So he just like feeds him to a bunch of Titans. And the guy's like screaming bloody murder. He's like, "Oh, you can talk." And just casually walks away.
So he's not a good guy.
No, he's
no.
real bad.
Oh,
He throws a horse at the guy.
Oh,
I heard about that somewhere.
Yeah,
new
I read it
murder
briefly.
weapons.
Horses.
A lot of Attack on Titan. I need to watch the second season. Is it on Netflix yet, or is it just still on Crunchyroll or whatever it is?
Crunchyroll, I think.
Damn it.
I thought it was on Netflix, but I didn't. I started, but it was when I saw the subs, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hold off."
Subs
on
are where it's at.
I understand that.
You can't scream like the Japanese can. They scream so well. I love when they scream.
A lot of practice. Back to Camp Anime.
Reality. Yes, Camp
I'm,
Anime.
I'm sure we'll branch off into Attack on Titan some more. But for now, one of the things I was asking Matt, I was like, "Yo, so photographers, because if you organize some photo shoots, because if the people who are already going to the camp like there's gonna be like a photo shoot for this specific thing, then they'll bring their costumes or whatever. So like, wouldn't it be cool to have like a whole squad of the scout regiment like in the woods, like they're about to? You don't have to nod silently, Megan.
No,
like they're ready to like go attack the female Titan or something, or unless there's other things they've done in the woods that I don't know about
that
yet.
would be so cool. Oh,
Wouldn't that
God.
be cool?
Yeah.
You get the right angles and the right lighting.
I'm silently cursing myself because I forgot to
You get
freaking cosplay at home.
so Megan got her own cosplay.
I had it ready. I had it laid out, and I was like,
I didn't. You never
I
told
might
me you
need
had that
that.
much.
I said I had it.
So we're in the car.
Yep.
And like we're pulling up to the place, and Megan's like, "Yeah, I have one of the core jackets. I have like the scout jacket." And I was like, "You do?"
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "So what patch is on it?" Well, actually,
Because that is a vital.
I said it. I said
Question.
it in like a real douchey way. I was like, "What patch do you have on it? Are you military police?" And she's silent. And I pause, and I'm like, "Megan, tell me there's not a unicorn on your jacket. Tell me there's not a unicorn on your jacket, Megan." And she starts giggling, and she's like, "I got you." Wanted to see what you'd say. And I'm like, "Ugh. Got me. You got
A
me.
vengeance against the military police. I just did that.
You got me so good."
Time to go throw myself off a cliff.
You got played.
Yeah. Because you actually have the wings on.
But seriously, what patch is on it? Is it Scout?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
The only one you should have is the recon.
Because there's also the wall one.
Yeah, the roses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are they the ones that?
They guard the wall.
Yeah,
they
they hang
sit
out
like
on
lazy
top of the
butts
wall.
on the top of it and don't do anything.
And then there's the one with the swords, right?
Yep.
What's the swords?
Is that?
They're the cadets.
Wait.
Trainees.
No. Trainees. Yeah.
Oh, cadets training. It's the same thing. Yeah, but the Rose Corps, the wall guard, they guard all the defensive cannons.
Cannons. It's my favorite part of that whole thing. Good thing we have all these or no, he missed me and just hit all of our defensive cannons. So good.
We also Megan took part in one of the workshops offered.
Which one?
Make your own rave hoop. I actually
hoop?
did a good thing. Yeah, I was proud.
Yeah, it came out good.
Kind of.
What is the difference between a regular hula hoop and a rave hoop?
There isn't. Kinda.
Except one of them you can rave in.
I mean, there's the day hoops, and those are just like the pretty colors ones. that look nice.
Mhm.
So basically, those are all the same. But then there's the LED, and well, those have LEDs.
The ones that light up or have
Self-explanatory.
or they
Right.
glow or something. And
Yeah.
A la a
'cause
rave.
When raves happen at night, you want your hoops to light
They
up.
have like
somehow.
future hoops and stuff, and if you spin them around, they like make patterns and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I've seen those.
Since of the
Yeah, yeah.
programming in it,
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
it's real neat.
Like it spells words.
No,
It's the patterns are really neat.
Right.
like tiles and stripes.
Mm-hmm. But like, you could just buy your regular old generic hoop at the store.
Right.
No. you can't.
Or
I've tried finding one at the store. It's impossible.
or you can make your own hoop, which is what this workshop was offering. Run by Haru Vamp, who we've also met a few times, either at conventions or at Matt's.
Wait, have I met her at a convention before?
She was selling J Candy at one of the
Yeah.
booths. I think you bought Pocky from her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so she was like doing the instructions on how to make the hoop, because they brought like a specific size like of pipe and tubing from Home Depot,
It's 34.
3x4, 3/4,
Mm-hmm.
3/4.
I think it has to do something with the width of it.
Yeah.
And then there's like the sizing.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's way, way, way too big.
Too big?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Too big in a good way. Too, not,
So when you're making your own,
yep.
Haru was saying you measure it out, the width is supposed to be from the ground to your belly button.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just for like on body stuff, where you keep it on your body. If you're doing tricks like leg,
Yeah.
waist, or like flipping it up and then put it back on. But no, that was too loud. I apologize.
It's okay. You're still learning.
Um,
Thank you for your apology, though. I accept it.
more like off body stuff is like arms,
Yeah.
like spinning it around, catching it, throwing it. All that sort of stuff needs smaller stuff, so you don't
But
screw up
what-
and hit yourself in the face.
But
'cause
what
that
if you
really
have to?
hurts.
What if you do all the things?
all the things?
What if
Yeah.
you're doing on and off body?
You
Yeah.
can still use a smaller hoop. It's really difficult with a big hoop for just arms.
Yeah, but if it's difficult, then you should just be better at it,
Wow.
right?
Okay.
it has to do with physics.
Like the difficulty level means if you're good at it, like you're that much more skilled and talented, right? When you compete in the Olympics for hooping, like you want to try for high difficulties and you get a higher score.
What about skating?
Same thing. That's why the triple Lutz, whatever. That's why that's in there.
Mhm.
They give you a hard thing to do because if you do it well, you get a high score.
Mhm.
If you do like easy things really well, and you could ace them all, but you're not going to get as high a score as the person who tried the harder thing and
Yeah.
did well. So just get better at hooping, Megan.
Wow.
Ah,
Can't tell what jokes are happening or like what sarcasm is happening.
Haru was nice. She was asking Meg like what she can do, right?
I can't do much.
Yeah, but you were still naming out like terms and everything, and she was nodding, and I was
I didn't
Lost.
before 2
Looking
minutes ago. I
clueless.
didn't know there was a difference between on body and off body hooping.
yeah.
So I'm already learning.
What are some of the terms of like what you can do?
There's the isolation, and that's like I'm gonna be really stupid and
Is
move
that-
my arm.
Is that when you circle it? But
yeah,
you
when you
make it,
circle it, but that's really impossible to do.
you make it
'cause
look like it's not moving. It's just
You need to like flip your hand in unhuman way.
Oh, yeah,
in human
yeah.
ways. Yeah,
yeah.
I've never seen someone that could keep it really stable and actually make it look nice.
Yep.
Even
me
like the
neither.
pros at Electric Forest, they
Seen them on Instagram.
Something's a little off.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even then.
Brakes and
Um,
paddles. I know that terminology. Right?
I don't
It's
know
where
that
you
one.
smack it when you're I don't know. I just see the hashtags on Instagram and people continue.
they have wedgies, and these have like a really awkward name because you need to like stick. You need to basically wedge the hoop in between your legs.
Yeah.
And then flip it,
Right.
and then like stick your leg inside it and flip it back over your body.
So that then you're hooping it
Mhm.
like it's around your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sometimes you could like bring it from your legs up,
Uh huh.
like up into an on-body weight. Weave. Jesus.
Weave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weave is like
When you're swinging it around.
like an infinity sign,
Okay.
but
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you have your hoop facing forward.
Mhm.
That's really neat. And then there's like a bunch of other
Wait,
stuff.
Is there a top and bottom to your hoop? Like which way's forward and which way's backward? Okay.
It's a circle. I mean,
Yeah. I never know. I just thought I'd check.
I have seen a heart-shaped hoop before, and that just throws everyone off.
Weird.
Sounds neat.
It's not even a hoop. And they were like, "Oh, do some stuff with this. We need pictures." Like, what?
Me and Meg had to do teamwork to get it together. Because
the hoop?
since it's just a pipe,
Oh yeah,
a plastic pipe that's in a kind of circle shape,
kinda. So
there's like a piece that goes into it to connect them and hold it
just
steady.
like a basic, like smaller hoop that goes
Smaller
inside.
pipe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's tough to get those ends to touch once that bracket's in there.
Right.
So me and Meg each like grabbed an end and pushed, like a reverse tug of war.
Was it successful?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Good.
the most part.
Good.
And then they brought out like this colored electrical tape, and you tape up your
You bind it.
yeah,
You bind it up together. Yeah.
sure.
We're gonna go with bind.
But that's where the decorations come in, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. What colors did you use?
I used white and gray, and then like a sparkle cheap one. Oh, I didn't know what that was, and I got really scared.
That was me.
Oh,
Sorry.
all right.
Uncle Alex.
Oh.
What was I saying?
And what was the other class that we did? It was like a panel. The cosplay corpsing,
Corpsing. Yeah, that was great.
which I've heard the term before.
I'm still rooting for France. Still.
What does France mean?
That was character from Italia. Franz. Sorry.
Oh.
Italia's another.
Thing that I need to binge watch as soon as possible.
I'm sure all animes are also mangas. I'm just gonna assume that from now on. No. What?
No. Uranus wasn't based off of manga.
That was based off of something though.
No.
I think
No.
I heard it.
No.
I probably shouldn't debate you on this, should I?
I was gonna say between the two of you, I believe her.
But yeah,
It's gone to the point where I'm like obsessed to the point of incessantly Wikipedia-ing topics. And it
I hear
goes a
you.
lot farther than that.
have you started editing it to yourself?
Editing it?
Yeah, you can edit Wikipedia page.
I know.
Okay.
I know that.
I wasn't sure
but
if you were going to start correcting things that other people have posted.
No, most of the people are really educated.
Okay.
Most. Notice I said most.
So I've seen corpsing on the Botchmania videos because wrestlers are supposed to be fighting and they shouldn't be having a good time. But if one of the wrestlers like starts laughing while they're supposed to be engaged in combat,
Or like people who have to do accents.
we'll get to that.
Ooh.
And so Matthew, who's from the British, will like post up some text saying corpsing,
Right.
Is Paige corpsing, like she's kind of giggling right now. You shouldn't be giggling in a situation.
No googlowing.
And so that googlowing. And so I looked it up, and it's like, oh, it's when you break character. It's a British term, like
not when
British
you
TV.
die.
Well, when we saw the girl explaining it at this panel, this little another skit kind of show.
She's Spain.
Yeah.
She was cosplaying as Spain.
And so she described it as like when you're acting or you're doing improv and you freeze up. And the way she stood, she frees up like a corpse. You're corpsing.
Yeah. Like
And I was like, oh, I get that. That makes a lot more sense to me.
right.
But that's just spread out into breaking character.
Right.
But there was a row of chairs for contestants and row of chairs for watchers.
Oh, yeah.
We were just going to watch.
I thought you were saying Roy chairs. And I was
Row of. There was a ton of row chairs there, right?
Good old Roy chair.
And what were they doing?
I don't know.
what are they doing?
They had to do skits as their cosplay characters.
Oh, yeah. There were two people trying to give a presentation saying why they were better over each other, and it was May from Pokemon
Yep.
and
France. Yeah.
Franz. That person. Bright orange pants.
The
Yep.
person running it was Spain from Italia. There was also a girl who was cosplaying a character from a Harry Potter fanfic.
Oh, man.
So not a real Harry Potter character.
No.
Shit.
No.
I know she was being a character. We had
She was definitely
we
being
had
a character.
conversation about this, but her voice, oh my.
Oh, she was nailing the Valley Girl voice. Like, my favorite color is black because it's the darkest color.
And she would like scowl in the middle of talking.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. She was nailing everything.
it almost made you inwardly cringe so much you wanted to eject your lungs from your face.
If you're not a fan of the Valley Girl persona, then she was
nailing it.
But as a goth, because goths are the best, right? That's
true.
what she was doing. And she had like 5 names. She was like,
Dark Valley Princess Raven thing.
yeah.
Raven person.
And she had a crush on Draco Malfoy.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's where that
As
comes
you
in.
do.
But I also got to see Rabbit from Steam Powered Giraffe, and I might have been the only one in the room to recognize her, and so I made sure I afterwards I found her. I was like, hey, good job as Rabbit.
Hey, you're cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Respect.
as in, like, I know who you are and what you're from. You pulled all together really nicely. I dig it.
I'm surprised there's only just the one.
Yeah. I was going to ask her thoughts on Zero, but we had other stuff to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The departure of Hatchworth.
What else was there? Like I said, Leah was there running some games, some silly games.
Mm-hmm.
They had, like, three-legged race and some other things.
And this thing is like over a weekend. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Which is one of the cool points, I figure, because you could sign up for the weekend, which means you're going to stay overnight.
right.
Because, and then Matt has to do, what's up? You're pointing to me.
Who was the kid? It was from Mr. Otomatsu.
Oh, the baseball?
Baseball! Wearing the yellow.
Green and yellow.
Just forgot
There's
what
two of
yellow
them.
was called. What to call it? Purple.
Grillo.
Green and yellow.
One of the contestants.
Kiwi.
One of the contestants was what was it from? What was the name of the show, Megan?
Mr. Otomatsu or Otomatsu-san?
Onamatsu. Okay.
Ota.
Big fan of baseball. The character was.
So much that they were screaming and insisted on running through the rows of chairs.
Yeah. Because that's how
Okay.
much fun baseball is.
Well,
They're
yeah,
very
apparently.
smart for that.
Yeah. So it was a neat show to watch. Matt has to figure out cabin assignments if you stay overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll place you in cabins with other campers. I don't remember how many. There's also yurts, which is like
Little circle houses.
a circle house with a bunch of, I assume, bunk beds in it and whatever. So yeah, you could stay overnight. Then there'll be campfires. You could get like a canoe, go out on a lake a bit. There's a beach, although it's like almost fall, so it gets kind of chilly.
Right.
But there's a lot of cool stuff to do there. So we went there just for like, a single day pass kind of thing. But doing overnight stuff would be cool.
Yeah, that's like, because like you can hang out and like do all your anime stuff and all your fun stuff, and then like we can also do campfires and have s'mores.
Yep.
Like that's like the best of every world.
Yep.
They had a live action thing that I'd missed the day before, and it was Fright Nights at Freddy's, where like, I think
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah.
I think that they like put a room and like the game screen and then like decorated the room as it is in the game.
Haru showed me some
I
of it.
think.
Haru, she took a video.
Was it neat?
And it was pretty neat.
Was it realistic?
It wasn't to the level that you're thinking. It was like what you could do at a camp, like with the time given. So they had like the character masks, and it was like playing green light, red light. Where like the person who's a security person just like stands in the room and like faces one direction,
Oh yeah.
and then they'll turn around
Alrighty.
because they're Freddy's or whatever the characters' names
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Ducky, is that one of them?
No.
Ducky.
Ducky's no. Is there a duck?
There's a chicken.
Yeah, there's a chicken.
What's the chicken's name?
Chica.
Is it
Chica,
Chica?
yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
Whatever.
Bad memories from 5th grade and this whole fandom are coming back. Oh god.
So they have to like walk across the room and get to them. But like you turn around and see them, they have to stop moving. If you see
Right.
them moving,
like Wax Museum.
they have to go
kinda.
back to start. Like what?
Wax Museum.
I don't know that one. It's a new game that
where
I'm unfamiliar
It's
with.
not a new game. It's really not.
It was called Green Light, Red Light when I was a kid.
It's so different now. Your meaning is so different from what it is.
It's a stoplight. Green light means go, red light means stop.
That's the same as Mr. Fox.
No, that's what time is it? And you try to run. But they're going to chase you in Mr. Fox. The fox chases you.
No, in Mr. Fox, there's no chaser now.
Oh, is that because kids are going to get hurt?
Playgrounds change, son.
How dysfunctional the teachers think that we are. That we can't manage to run or tap each other without causing imminent death.
When I was a kid, there was a time when Red Rover got outlawed and banned.
They banned pickle at school.
Wait, what's pickle? Hang
Pickle
on.
is...
So Red Rover was Send Rover on Over.
Red Rover got banned in the first 30 seconds that we tried playing it.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
plow
man.
into each other.
Yeah, you just like clothesline people.
I
Yeah.
think someone broke their arm from that.
Somewhere, sure, probably. Yeah. All right. So what's pickle?
Pickle is where they put a bunch of children in a field and give one of them a tennis ball. And then you need to run around and whip it as hard as you can at their shoulders. It's great.
Sounds similar to burn. We always had burn.
They're like, no. It
That
was
with a
so
wall,
funny.
usually.
Yeah, burn you at a wall and a tennis ball, sometimes a golf ball.
I never played with a golf ball.
Ow.
Yikes.
Pickle got outlawed, and they had to make an announcement over the intercom system, and they were like, no more pickle. I think someone was eating a pickle in class at that point, so they
The irony.
gingerly put it down on their desk, and are like,
Oh, man.
all right.
Well, pickles are gross anyway. So.
False.
No,
Do you disagree?
I disagree with that statement.
No, pickles are gross. They are.
So overall, though, like Camp Anime,
It's great.
because you've been a couple times, Alex. You've helped out.
I've been once before.
Yeah.
To do like some face painting.
You've been one time before, Alex. You've
Yep.
helped out.
Yeah. I got to watch someone do rock climbing.
Mhm.
Megan shot a couple arrows, but there was a bunch of people there, and like
Burger King was there.
there was a guy dressed as Burger King. There's also a pretty decent assassin from Assassin's Creed. And
Ezio.
So that was a
Probably Ezio.
well. There's been a lot now,
Unless it's what's the first? Altair. He was the first one.
but like someone wanted to get a picture of him shooting the arrow.
Right, because I think later on he does the arrow stuff.
Probably
The ones I played, he never had a bow.
right. Yeah, and so it's like, well, we want to shoot our arrows, so can you take a picture over there?
Yeah, can you like let us do the thing too?
But there's like an actual camp counselor there who's there to safely run everything and make sure it has the right stuff.
Right. Do you think they live in constant fear of masked murderers?
Who?
The camp counselors?
Yes.
That was quick. Because Jason might show up or any of the other, who knows?
The spoopy people with the stabs.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
She gets it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Being ironic, no one think I'm stupid. Please.
I saw a counselor help with the rock wall. Yeah, the camp stuff. And I told Megan, because we were talking about Hetalia, and I was like, all right, I did Russia's makeup one year. I just remembered that I painted Russia. And she's like, what's that one look like? And I was like, oh, it's got the green coat with like the really high collar. And immediately she's like, right, I know that one. Because she's like looking up on Wikipedia as we're watching.
Of course, as you do.
we're watching the thing happen. Good amount of Pokestops and gyms there.
Of course.
There's like 3 Poke gyms.
Necessary.
Oh, he was spinning around in circles in the woods trying to catch something.
I was?
Uh-huh.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was it something good?
It wasn't so much catching. I was standing still too long and walking slow because I was trying to beat a gym.
Oh.
I had to claim that gym for Team Instinct, and I got 2 of them. I mean, later on I got taken over again, but
That's the nature.
yeah. We did see another Team Instinct player there. They were doing some t-shirt dyeing.
T-shirt dyeing when we went inside from watching the people.
Like tie-dye?
Yeah, like we saw them. Went inside in like the little mini vendor's room. So small.
Yeah.
This is kind of off topic.
What's
but
up?
I saw Victor and Yuri kind of died. They were cool.
All right, so let's jump into ConnectiCon real quick. So we're at ConnectiCon.
Oh no!
And Megan kind of wanted, she was hungering for a coat, a jacket. Whose was it? Was it Yuri's coat?
Yurio.
Yurio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that different from Yuri?
There's 2 Yuris.
Oh. Are they on the ice, though? Okay.
One is like an angry Russian teen. Like, very extremely emo,
Hang on one
screams at
sec.
everything.
So at this
Blonde hair, though.
Hey,
Wait.
yeah, well, no, let me go.
Okay.
So at this same vendor that the jacket's at, there's like a wall scroll, kind of like a poster hanger thing, and there's these 3 characters. And I was like, are they all Yuri? She's like, yeah, meaning they're from Yuri on Ice. And I go, why is that one really angry? And Megan goes, he's always angry. That's who is that one? The angry one?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Their name?
Yurio.
Yurio. And then I was like, well, that one's really like panicking and nervous. And she goes, well, he's always nervous. And who's that one?
Yuri.
And then I go, and that one in front's just real chill. And she's like, he's always chill.
Victor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, so we pretty much have like their main character traits down in this one image.
There's like 14 million main characters. Because
Is there?
they give inner monologues from all the skaters when they're doing their performance.
Oh.
Mm.
It's a lot of monologuing.
That's like a staple of anime, though.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Gotta have a monologue.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear about JJ's breakdown. No one wants it.
Poor
And
JJ.
I still have that
He's such
that slice. See that?
that enthralls me.
Jesus.
So Megan bought a poster,
Yep.
or like a print, like a good size, one of the large prints. And who's it of?
Yuri.
That's Yuri.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yuri the Panic.
The Japanese
Person.
one or the Russian one?
Japanese.
Okay.
The Russian one-
Anxiety.
And,
Anxiety in the flesh.
and what's well the thing was they have to describe themselves in one sentence. Is that where that phrase came from?
That was in like episode 2 or 3 where they had to. Well, both the Yuris were competing over Victor for coaching.
Right.
Coaching.
Should have said finger quotes.
Good coaching.
Go on.
Coaching. So they had to like prove something, like what they were,
Okay.
because there was Eros and Agape, and they had to do something about that. Skate to it. So they swapped their personality things. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining this well.
Just get to the phrase.
So Yuri, he got stuck with Eros, and I'm not gonna say what Eros is. All right.
Okay.
So he had to be really flamboyant,
Right.
and Yuri isn't the most fit in the beginning of the season.
Okay.
He's like really chubby and loves pork cutlables. Like, oh my god, give it to me.
Megan saw someone carrying like a sandwich board sign of a pork cutlet bowl, and she's like, "What are they? I need a picture of them." And I'm like, "What? I don't understand." And like until I saw the image alone, she knew what was going on right there.
But the poster that I got,
Yeah.
it was a picture of Yuri inside a pork cutlet bowl, and it was, "I'm a pork cutlet bowl fatale,
Fatale. Yeah.
fatale
Yeah.
that enthralls men."
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Little bit editing though had to be made on that.
So now there is that enthralls men on top of this closet
Yep.
frame thing.
We took a little slicey slice, and we just cut that off so you could bring it home. Yeah. This way, no, you don't have to answer any weird questions.
I
now.
didn't feel like answering questions because it was
fair.
gonna take a long time.
Megan made a mistake at ConnectiCon just because she didn't know enough
Oh dear.
about stuff. I insisted we went to the Team 4-star panel. So,
I was very uneducated back then.
and
I'm
so, like-
regretting it
and
so
so like
much.
Kaiser Neko
Oh,
was
man.
there, and the guy that does the voice of Goku and Gohan, which he'll just do them back and forth
Right.
when they're doing the DBZ abridged. And there was a guy who's way too loud for the mics too.
The tech guys over in the corner weren't doing their job
No,
properly.
tap him down a bit or tell him to back off the mic. But like the three of them are talking, and like I'm listening to them because I'm enjoying their DBZ stuff. And Megan's like, "Can we go now?" She's like, "I gave you like 20 minutes. Can we? Is that enough?"
You said 20 minutes, all right? You said 20 minutes.
I-
Don't try and turn it against me.
You could have let me have a little. Anyway, it's not until we're at Camp Anime, and we've been riffing on Titan Abridged all day, doing Thomas voices, doing Kane voices. Yeah. The entire time. When I go, "Oh, by the way, Megan, Team 4-star did the Attack on Titan Abridged. That's the panel we went to see that you pulled me out of, that you didn't want to hang around for." And she was really kicking herself. Right?
I was kicking myself for many things that day.
Because you
We
wanted
all-
to wear your cosplay.
Yep.
We all make mistakes. You know,
Oh, yeah. It happens.
It's always next year.
Yeah. Right? How many cosplays do you have planned now?
Oh, that was such a coy look.
She's making a face.
A whole lot. Yep, a whole lot.
One time I told her not to be coy. And she
I
said,
ain't no fish.
yep. She said she's
Like
not-
a fish.
Yeah.
Because it's koi. Yep. Well played.
I'm having trouble keeping up with her
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's like she's gonna be beating you at basketball soon.
It's like,
I suck at basketball.
me too. It's
I
okay.
suck at all
We're-
sports.
We're both pretty well. We can blame. I believe we can blame Yuri for your urge to take on skating.
Yeah, you can.
She started skating, and she's teaching herself Russian.
Wow.
Sound like a bumbling idiot when I speak it, but
Well, I mean,
I'm trying.
I guarantee you
we
know
get
more
that.
Russian than I do.
I'm trying to learn German because Cass speaks German. He's cool.
Which one's Cass? What's
Cass.
that?
The one that I showed you earlier that I was kind of fangirling about. Makeup artist
Oh, the makeup
on
guy.
YouTube.
Okay.
Sir Cass. He's cool. His face is nice.
Megan has learned a lot off YouTube.
YouTube has
that's
ruined my
like-
childhood.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, but it's also educational.
It's supposed to be.
You can learn many a thing.
I told her she should watch Zarya clips from Overwatch.
To learn some more Russian.
Because Megan's like, what was one of them? Privyet. Which one's that?
Hello.
That's it. Zarya says that when she spawns.
She says that, yeah.
And when she KOs somebody, she also does Dos Vidania.
That's goodbye.
Right.
Didn't know that.
There was a few other things too. I don't remember. They made up some words for her that don't actually exist as things. Tobelstein is one of them. Tobelstein's not a thing, but it's the name of her final attack.
I'll take it. I'll allow it.
What do you think? You got anything else, kiddo?
You have fun at ConnectiCon and Camp Anime?
Ha.
Good stuff?
You didn't speak of the
What?
I can't speak. You didn't speak of the pictures that I insisted on getting at ConnectiCon. I insisted on finding the 3 same characters in every cosplayer who cosplayed as these 3 characters and insisted I get pictures with them.
Anytime we found Yuri cosplayers, Megan wanted pictures with them.
By then I was like forehead deep into the fandom. And it was just like no getting out. No getting out.
The first step is admitting you have a problem. Is it even a problem, though? I don't think it's a problem. It's gotten you into learning new languages and ice skating.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
As long as there's no negative consequences. She just chuckles.
It turns out they all do heroin in your
Staying up till 2 a.m. Ah!
Just watching YouTube on your
Binge watching.
iPod.
But we shall not talk about that.
The first time she got me, when she mentioned she's complaining about Crunchyroll, and I'm like, these are things that like teenagers complain about. You're
Yeah. You're old.
nothing.
What?
Oh well.
Woat.
Yeah, we took a few other pictures too. When she was also looking at trying to get picture autographs of some of the celebrities that voice. She was disappointed when she found out the voice actors that do either Yuri or some other animes. They were the American voices. She was
I was so disappointed. I am not a dub person. I'm so sub. I thought
She gets it.
she's so
I
sub.
thought it was gonna be the Japanese voice actors, and I got really excited because Mila Katsuki, one of my favorite characters, she's like a background character, but she's really cool, and her voice is like really nice from the subs. So
from the original soundtrack.
So, and she's also the main voice for Miss Kobayoshi's Dragon Maid. And
Is she the dragon or the maid?
anyway,
I'm honestly not sure. That's why I'm asking. Going on.
Going on. I keep kicking the thing.
Yeah,
Stop it.
It happens.
It was the American actor. It was very, very sad. And then Peachy Chillinot. Yep. I can't pronounce stuff.
What's that?
One of the other characters.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool.
Guess we'll just have to go to Japan sometime. Go to a Japanese convention.
Don't give her those ideas.
It's already happening.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine.
Because then you can meet all the different
She'll be
voice
fine.
actors.
Do they have those conventions?
Probably.
They must.
They have to.
They have amazing things in Japan.
We'll research
You don't
it.
need to go though. It's fine.
We'll
You're
research
fine
it
here.
and get back to you.
Yeah.
One of my friend's dads, Mr. Ryan, he takes business trips to Japan. And one of my other friends, quote, quote, friends.
Hey, someone might listen to this, so let's be careful.
Yeah, all right. Friends. They used to be really kind of obsessed with anime. Because they were like a Black Butler child. That was like hardcore.
We talked about
diehard
Black
fan.
Butler being boring, right?
Yeah.
Is it boring?
Yeah, kind of.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since Mr. Ryan knew this, he was like, oh, yo, do you want me to pick up any merch while I'm there?
Uh-oh.
I missed this boat. And now I am kicking myself once again.
Well, a lot of it gets imported over here. She got herself some Pocky. And the soda that comes with the marbles and the thing.
And the weird shaped bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd take literally forever to open.
We were gonna go recycle, and she's like, "I'm not getting rid of this. Like, I'm gonna keep it."
This is mine.
Megan, it's an empty bottle. She's like, "Yeah."
And it's mine.
All right.
That's good. I'm glad you had fun. Camp Anime sounds enticing. It's a bit like, now I just want to sit by a campfire, but surrounded by like Scout Regiment people
That would be great.
in fear of Titans, like barreling through the woods. That would actually be really creepy.
Wouldn't it?
Trust us, Smosh. that was something that I saw somewhere. References. My brain is all over the place. Ah.
I can tell.
It's
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
It's a school night. I get it.
One of my favorite bonding moments was Megan started doing Thomas' voice. And
From Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
abridged.
she's doing, "Hey, Aaron, did you kill the colossal Titan?" Right?
I need to do this with my chair now.
And what's Aaron say?
No, because you can see its gigantic dead body on the ground.
Are you being sarcastic?
I love the point where he's
No,
just
Megan, you're supposed to interrupt me. Because this is what Megan was doing Thomas' voice. And she's like, "Are you being sarcastic?" And like at that point, I interrupted her. Like, "Yes, I'm being sarcastic."
he's like, "Come on, guys, look on the bright side." It's like, there is no bright side. But when we find it, we should look upon it.
When she does cosplay as a Titan, as a Titan character, as one of the
Man
Scout.
in meat suit. That was a BuzzFeed article. Man in meat suit stealing meat from vegetarians. It was a guy in a park and he was holding a sandwich. And then someone in a Titan costume, like a morph suit, comes up and takes the sandwich and throws it on the ground and runs.
Huh.
Man in meat suit steals sandwiches.
If she was gonna choose,
It's accurate.
if she was gonna choose which character she was, what's her real name? Do you remember?
What?
Which character you would be from Attack on Titan?
Sasha Browse.
Sasha.
Potato.
And I go, "Which one's
Oh.
that?" And she's like, "Potato Girl."
Potatoes?
I'm like, "I'm okay with that.
You like some potatoes?
I'm okay with my niece
Yep.
being Potato Girl."
Yep, I'm down with that. So, Camp Anime sounds fun. ConnectiCon was fun. I was there. I can verify. Go check out your local shows. It's a prime example of if there's something nearby,
Give it a shot.
give it a shot.
Support live events.
Oh my! Who knew? Maybe if you support live, it always turns really passive aggressive for me because I want everyone to support live events. It's like just do it, right?
Just
Check your
do
Facebook events. Look
Your
around
local
for-
listings.
Yeah. Ask friends. Ask shops.
Exactly.
It's weird how many shops know what's going on all the time. It's interesting.
It's almost like it's in their best interest to know.
Yeah.
Who knew? Megan, thanks for coming on.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
giving
having
us.
me.
Thanks for giving us your school night. I hope school tomorrow is great. What grade are you in?
8th.
8th grade.
My brain was just like, you're in 6th. No, 7th. No.
I don't want to think about school.
I don't want
Yo, next year, high school.
no
High
time for existential crises.
Don't let us sit in.
Don't. No.
You know what? You know what vocabulary I did not possess in 8th grade?
What?
Existential crises. I
blame
you're-
YouTube for that.
You're a smart gal.
I blame YouTube.
That's fair.
I mean, I hope I helped a little bit. Maybe.
No, it's YouTube. Are you
It's all
Uncle?
YouTube.
Are you Uncle YouTube?
I'm not.
Then you did not help.
I'm not.
All right, that is going to do it for us this week. I think, though. Are we done?
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds good.
You
now
good?
I'm really craving. Since you said Burger King, all I want is Burger King. I had dinner right before I came over here. Like I was stuffed, and now all I want is a chicken sandwich from Burger King. So I'm probably gonna make a pit stop on the way home. But this is super fun, Megan. Thanks for coming on. Thanks. I hope school is going great and other kids stuff. I hope Yuri does the skating with the Yuri on Ice
Season 2.
What was that?
season 2.
Oh, season 2?
Yeah.
She bought a picture of Yurio without knowing who Yurio was.
I mean,
Huh?
come on.
What?
Right?
Huh?
At ConnectiCon.
No.
Yeah.
I knew who Uriel was.
That's not what you told me when you came home with a picture of Yuri.
That was from the trailer for season 2. I knew who the character
Oh,
was.
you knew the trailer. Okay.
I didn't know the outfit until that day that I got home, and I was like, oh my god, season 2.
The outfits matter too, apparently. Okay.
I love it.
Because Yuri and Yuri isn't enough. You add in a Yuri-O.
Of course.
And now it's...
That's not confusing.
Well...
But then again, I mean, this is coming from the people who grew up with a cartoon with Goku, Gohan, Goten, Tanks.
Go Tanks.
So we can't say much.
Vegito. Gogeta.
Anyways.
Gogeta.
Raditz. Wait. All right. That's going to do it, I think.
Yeah.
So until next week, this has been super fun. I have been JR.
I'm Alex.
I'm Megan.
And this has been episode 288. 118 episodes later. Wow. You had just finished 6th grade, is that right?
No.
Last time?
Fifth.
Fifth?
Yeah,
Fifth?
fifth.
What the? Unbelievable. Of opinions may vary.